Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another DIY kit from Simply Earth. This one is their Fancy Face Cleansing Bar. These DIY kits have been super fun and I think I've reviewed all of them so far, so make sure to check out my channel in case you want to see ones that I've done in the past. But here are all the ingredients. You will have a little bit of these things left over. You'll have some extra essential oils and a little bit of the powders left over. Does come with 4 silicone molds, so you will be making enough for 4 cleansing bars. The instructions are pretty simple, but I do suggest you read over the instruction card at least like once or twice, kind of get stuff lined up so it moves quicker when you go to mix everything. That's what I always do. We have some foam boost and mango butter, and then inside the smaller package is the recipe card, the paper to wrap them in, the labels, the essential oils, and some cetyl alcohol. The essential oils we're using in this kit is rose geranium and frankincense. So once you've kind of organized everything and taken a look at everything that it came with, you can read over the card, and you will need a few items that you should have around your house. I'm going to be using a double boiler for the first step, but you can also just use a microwavable safe dish. But you can pause to read the recipe card if you'd like. I cleaned up so that we can get ready to make it. I'm using a double boiler. I'm adding in the cetyl alcohol. I ended up using all the packets they gave. I did weigh and measure a lot of my ingredients to make sure it was accurate. And then I dumped in the mango butter, and I did heat that on the stove on medium-low till everything was melted. Then I also measured out on the scale my powder. And then once I had that measured, I added 6 tablespoons of the SLSA powder. This stuff was interesting when you added it to the melted oils and the alcohol. Kind of made like a Play-Doh-like texture, which you will see here in just a moment. I added in the foam boost, and I gave that a quick stir before I added in the powders. And it almost reminded me of like mashed potatoes at first, the way it was kind of starting to come together, which is a weird comparison. But yeah, it reminded me of mashed potatoes and Play-Doh at the same time. And then I removed it from the heat and I added the GeoGuard ECT, stirred that really well, and then also added the essential oils. So I added 22 drops of frankincense and 20 drops of the rose geranium oil, and then mixed that up as best I could, and then you just fill up the molds. I tried to fill them up as evenly as possible, and then I kind of took like the back of a knife to smooth out the top as best as I could. And then I let them set on the counter until they were no longer warm. Probably took about an hour. And then I went ahead and removed them from the molds just by tugging on the sides of it to kind of loosen it, and then they did slide out very easily. And I let them set on the counter to dry and harden for about 24 hours before I was able to wrap them and add a label. It does say you are supposed to store these in a cool, dry place once you're done making them. And I've used one of the bars for a couple days now. I really like it. It leaves your skin feeling really soft. It foams really well. So I'm enjoying it so far. I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I wrapped it. The first way, I opened the paper. It was folded over and I opened it. You can do that, but I would suggest keeping it folded over. I just feel like it was a little bit easier to wrap that way. But they do give you 4 stickers that you can put over it, and it's labeled on there so you know exactly what it is in case you're giving these as gifts. And then the next time I wrapped it, I did leave it folded over, and you just kind of put it in the center and go slow and just pull in all the sides to kind of tuck it in as best as you can. And that is all there is to it. Very simple, very easy. If you would like to try this kit or any of the previous ones, I do have a link below and a promo code that will save you some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.